Loma Riders, we will be shadowing the lives of two of Point Loma's very own surf team, Riley Momston and Logan Downing. Here's how they lean on their faith to overcome failure, all while remaining positive.
Hi, my name is Riley Momston. I am a sophomore at Point Loma, currently studying business finance. I am from Santa Barbara, California, and I've been surfing for about roughly since I was 6 or 7 years old.
Hi, I'm Logan Downing. I'm a third-year student here at Point Loma. My major is business entrepreneurship with a minor in marketing. I'm from Encinitas, California, and I've been surfing ever since I could.
My favorite thing about surfing, I think just getting to be in the ocean. I feel like definitely just the de-stressor. Like every time I go in the ocean, just like everything I was thinking about just like comes off. I like the adrenaline at the same time though. I like the rush that it gives me.
I love when you're just in the flow, you're catching waves, and honestly, there's like this weird kind of flow state that you get into where you don't even have to worry about anything. All you're thinking about is just being in the moment. All right, here's my board collection. I got a bunch. I mean, some of these are my roommates, but a lot of them are mine, and I like this one. This one's my favorite because it's got a crazy looking tail on it. It's got some cool paint, and it's got a crazy nose too. It's just unique, and it also rides really well. So I like riding stuff that's kind of goofy sometimes, and yeah, this is what I've been riding a lot.
Okay, so these are my ladies. So this is my rocket wide. I probably ride it like every single contest. This is my second favorite board. It's a Fever, and this is a 5.7. These are my good ones. This is what's gonna get me in. I'm gonna win on these boards.
So I've been competing since I was like 8 years old, and like when I first started competing, if I lost, it was like the end of the world. Like it really, really got to me. And I definitely used to value myself a lot based on how I would do and what my results would be in contests.
Well, the reason I wasn't at the contest is because I didn't get selected to go. And how the surf team works is every contest, the whole surf team can't compete in it because there's too many people for the slots we have. So some people have to be alternates. I got selected to be an alternate, so I couldn't go.
So during my contest, I feel like the feelings are always the same for the most part. Definitely stress. You're definitely like pretty anxious, but it's kind of a good anxious, and it's almost fun. For me, it's fun in a weird way. It's like it's stressful, but it's exciting. It's like a good adrenaline. I definitely have to like tune out everything that's going on because my family was there. I had a bunch of friends there that came to watch, and I don't like to think about people watching me, so I just pretend that no one's there and I tune out everyone. I remember doing like a lot of breathing, and I went for like a little run before my first heat because I wanted to just, like I said, block out everything and just like remember it's just me surfing and no one else. The second heat came around, and I remember I was really excited because I did well in my first heat, but then the conditions were completely different. Like it was super windy. I'm pretty sure it was like a 6-foot high tide. And so it was pretty tricky, and I think that just like got into my head, and I definitely started to like think about that a lot. I was like, okay, the conditions are really tough. Like I wonder if that's gonna affect me in this heat, and it did. I think I only got like one wave in that heat that scored well. But I feel like I've definitely learned how to have a good attitude when I get out of surf contests, and when I lose, I feel like I'm not really fazed. It definitely makes me like every single time I'm like, dang, I want another chance. I want to do better, but I'm also like I did my best. The conditions were tricky, and at the end of the day, like I do it because I enjoy it. So
After not being selected, I stayed positive by honestly just surfing instead. Because instead of surfing at the contest, I could just go surf here with all my friends, which was pretty epic. And it's just like less competitive, and honestly enjoy it more. If I were had to choose between a contest and just surfing for fun, I'd just go surf for fun all day. Yeah, surfing is definitely a religious, like spiritual experience for me, for sure.
Surfing definitely brings me closer to God. I feel like when I'm in the water, like for one, obviously I'm connecting with like His creation. I'm connecting with God's creation, but I also I feel like a lot of times when I'm sitting by myself waiting for a set or waiting for waves, I'll just like start praying to myself, or I'll be talking to God about like what's going on in my life. And I feel like even though I'm around people, it's kind of like my quiet alone time with God at the same time.
I definitely encounter God a lot in the water. I started this thing called Christian Surfers Point Loma here, and it's kind of an embodiment of how like God kind of meets you in the water and enjoying God's nature and all that He's blessed us with. And yeah, that's one of the greatest things about surfing for me is like I have no control over the ocean, so it's crazy how like my conversations with God will kind of impact how I surf and what's happening in the water. And yeah, it's just a really crazy opportunity to just see just kind of God's life in action.